What up, good people? Huge shout out to Southern Chevrolet for allowing me to review the 2026 Chevy Equinox EV. What up, good people? Today we're reviewing the 2026 Chevy Equinox EV. This particular model wrapped in a Galaxy Gray Metallic. And man, look at this. Look at the color on this thing. That thing looks nice. That thing looks like it's purple / gray. Insert lighting. Boy, that Galaxy Gray Metallic. Yeah, they should definitely put that on like the Tahoe or something like that. This is a color that I think will sell. Up front, you got your daytime running lights right here. Down here, you have your headlights. And you got your Chevy emblem right there. And then you got your depths right there. Boom. Look at that thing. So, Chevy actually put the sensors inside of the bumper. So basically, certain cars will have the sensor on the bumper and certain cars does not. But you have your front facing camera right in your rear view mirror right there. This is functional because they need to cool off the battery, and it got a little carbon texture right to it, so that's nice. We're making our way to the side profile of the vehicle. Man, it's pretty flush. As you can see, the key fob is on me, so the door popped out. But if I lock the door real quick, hold on, I gotta find the key. So if I lock the door real quick, the door pops back in and you give you that flush look. And for your charging, just press that button right there, or just press it and your charging will open up. Your charging door will open up. You got the word Equinox right there with the EV. That's pretty cool. This Galaxy Gray Metallic and Black is tying in very nicely. Like I said, I know you can see it, how the light is just killing the color. Like 1 minute is looking gray, next minute is looking like a purplish. I love this color. I'm not gonna say lie. When I see it on the road, I'll be like, yo, that's nice. That is sick. Now we're making our way to the rear of the vehicle. So you got your Chevy emblem right there, and you have your brake light bar with your LED turn signals and your reverse lights right there. On the bumper, you have your sensors right there on your bumper with your backup camera. You have the word Equinox right there. You have your rear wiper. So if I unlock the door real quick, so yeah, you see how the light flashes, and then boom, you got the illumination right there. So it's like a little light bar, but it breaks it up because the Chevy emblem is in the way. But it's nice. This is how it look. Again, you have 19-inch alloy wheels with disc brakes in all four corners, wrapped around some Michelins, all seasons. Now we're making our way under the hood of the vehicle, and you can see the electric motor right here. Right there is your coolant level to cool off the electric motor, to turn the fans on, and you have your brake fluid right there. So this is how the component look, and you got your washer fluid right there.
Under the hood, or should I say under the floor, the Chevy Equinox EV is powered by a dual permanent magnet synchronous motor, pushing out 300 horses. And for the instant torque, 355. This electric XUV sprint from 0 to 60 in just 5.8 seconds, with a top speed of 112 miles per hour. When it comes to efficiency, it delivers an impressive 100 mpge in the city and 90 mpge on the highway.
Now we're making our way inside the vehicle. We're greeted with black cloth seats with gray and blue stitching. So you have your adjustable seat, so it make it goes up and down. Then you have a manual seat adjustment. Then to adjust the seat, you have a manual seat right there. This particular model is $40,000. This car does not come with a push start. So if the key is on you, you put your feet on the brake and the car comes alive. And right here, we're looking at a clean digital display with your MPH. On this display, you have your time and temperature. On the right, you have your audio. In the middle, you have your MPH with your battery percentage. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have your cruise control setting with your forward collision. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have your Bluetooth and volume button with voice command. This button right here changes your display. You can go through different displays, however you want to customize it. And the button behind it is your regeneration braking. So you can press it while you're driving down the road. Well, when you like coming to a stop or you're slowing down, you press it and it'll slow the car down, but take the slow or the braking to regenerate the battery. The buttons right here are your electronic parking with your traction control, with your auto hold. Looking on the door panel, you have your standard unlock and lock. Looking down on the door panel, you have your one-touch window control with mirror control. Right here, we're looking at a massive 17.7-inch touchscreen display with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This also has wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so you can go through your vehicle status, tire pressure, energy info. You can check your tire pressure right there. You can check your energy usage right there. Energy efficient right there. So I give you a little display right there. You got drive mode, my Chevy, Google Assistant. So if you got Google Assistant at the crib, guess what? You can connect it up and boom, go through it. But nope, a little downside about Google Assistant in the car, you gotta pay for it. So yeah, womp womp womp. So you have your on-screen climate control right here, and then you have your climate control right there. Then you have your traditional knobs for your climate control down here. In here you have your cubby area. You have your two Type-C outlet with your cup holder area. Now we're making our way inside the center console. This is a little deep, I ain't gonna say a lie. I could put about 20 zebra cakes in here, maybe 50. You know what I'm saying, for a long road trip. We done made our way up to your interior lighting with your SOS Safety Connect, OnStar with your 4G LTE network. You have your glove box for your extra storage space. One more look of the interior. The black cloth ties in very nicely with everything with the brushed aluminum right there. You got your Camaro air vents right there. Blue accents, so that's pretty cool. Now we're making our way to the back of the vehicle. We're also greeted with black cloth seats with white and blue stitching. And it's pretty spacious back here. I'm 5'11" with a decent amount of leg room, or a decent amount of headroom. Yeah, I can take this on a road trip. Not too far because, you know, you got that battery stuff. You have your air vents right here, and then you have your Type-C outlet down there. Looking down on the door panel, you have your one-touch window control with your aluminum door handle. We done made our way back up to your interior lighting, and that is LED right there.
Now we're making our way to the cargo area, measuring at 26.4 cubic feet, with all the seats folded down, measuring at 57.2 cubic feet. Wow, this is pretty spacious. And also, you have underfloor storage.
Once again, huge shout out to Southern Chevrolet for allowing me to review the 2026 Chevy Equinox EV. If you need any information about them, I'll leave the link in the description below. Like always, good people, browse the channel, like, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.